Someone asks you, so what does a normal day look like for you? And even though you live that day every single day, your mind goes blank trying to explain it in English. The words feel too simple or too jumbled, or they just don't come out in the right order. Today, that changes. Welcome back to SpeakUp Sessions English Podcast. This is day 3. Welcome back, everyone. 3 days in a row now. That's real consistency. And consistency is exactly what builds fluency. So give yourself credit for that. Today's focus is your daily routine, how you spend your day from morning to night. This might be the single most common topic in casual English conversation, so mastering it pays off constantly. By the end of today, you'll have practiced over 90 real sentences about your everyday life. Fizu, ready for today?
I'm here, but I'll be honest, this topic makes me nervous in a different way. My daily routine feels so boring and repetitive. I never know how to make it sound interesting when I describe it in English. I just end up saying, I wake up, I eat, I work, I sleep, like a checklist.
That's such a relatable worry, and I promise you, today we're going to turn that checklist into a real, flowing description of your day. No routine is too boring to describe well in English. It's all about how you connect the sentences.
Okay, I like the sound of that. Let's do it.
Ready to speak up?
Ready?
Then let's begin. Headphones on, get comfortable, and say every sentence with us today. Let's start simple. Fizu, what time do you wake up?
I wake up on 7 o'clock.
Almost. With clock times, we use at, not on. So it's I wake up at 7 o'clock. Try again.
I wake up at 7 o'clock.
Perfect. Now, what do you usually do in the morning?
I usually drink coffee and I go to work.
That one was actually correct. Well done. Now one more. What do you do after work?
After work, I am relaxing and I watch TV.
Small fix here. For a routine, a repeated habit, we use the simple present tense, not the continuous form. So it's I relax and I watch TV, not I am relaxing. Try it again.
After work, I relax and I watch TV.
Beautifully corrected. Routines love the simple present tense. Remember that rule. Let's turn this into a full, natural conversation about a typical day. So, Fizu, walk me through a normal weekday for you.
Sure. I usually wake up around 7, have a quick breakfast, and head to work by 8:30. Mornings are pretty busy at the office, but I always take a short coffee break around 10 to reset. After lunch, the afternoon feels slower, honestly, and by the time I get home around 6, I'm usually pretty tired.
What do evenings look like for you?
I try to cook something simple, watch a bit of TV, and if I have energy, I'll read for a while before bed. Weekends are different, though, much more relaxed, less structured.
Fizu, did you catch what just happened? You described an entire day, morning to night, without once stopping to translate. You just talked through your life naturally.
I really did. It didn't even feel like a lesson moment. I was just talking.
That's the goal. And I know there's something underneath this topic that worries you. What is it?
Honestly, I always feel like my routine sounds a little dull compared to other people's, like I don't have exciting things to add.
Here's the truth. Nobody's daily routine is naturally exciting in the way movies are exciting. What makes a routine interesting in conversation isn't the events themselves. It's the small details and honest feelings you attach to them. Like mornings are busy, or by 6 I'm usually pretty tired. Those details make it human, and human is always interesting. Let's practice 4 situations built around this theme. Situation 1, a coworker asking about your morning. Hey, how was your morning? You look a little rushed. Oh no, that's rough. Did you at least grab coffee?
Honestly, I overslept a bit, so I had to skip breakfast and rush out the door.
Barely. I got it on the way, thankfully. Let's swap roles with a variation.
Morning, you seem pretty energetic today.
Yeah, I actually woke up early and had time for a proper breakfast for once.
That makes such a difference, doesn't it?
Key phrases, how was your morning, I overslept, and that makes such a difference, perfect for casual small talk. Situation 2, describing your weekend routine to a friend. So what do your weekends usually look like?
Pretty relaxed, honestly. I sleep in, run errands, and usually meet friends in the evening.
That sounds like a good balance. Do you ever get bored with the same routine?
Sometimes, but I like having something predictable too.
Let's reverse it with a variation.
What's your typical Saturday like?
I usually go for a run in the morning, then spend the afternoon just catching up on errands or hobbies. Key phrases: what do your weekends usually look like? Sleep in and run errands. Great everyday vocabulary. Situation 3, talking about your commute. How long is your commute to work?
About 30 minutes by bus. It's not too bad most days.
Do you do anything to pass the time?
I usually listen to music or a podcast, actually.
Let's swap this one too.
What's your commute like?
I actually walk. It only takes about 15 minutes, so I can't complain. Key phrases: how long is your commute? It's not too bad, and to pass the time, very common in daily conversation. Situation 4, describing your evening wind-down routine. What do you usually do to unwind after a long day?
I like to take a hot shower and then read for a bit before bed.
That sounds really peaceful. Does it actually help you sleep better?
Definitely, it's become part of my routine now.
Let's swap this one too.
How do you usually wind down in the evening?
Honestly, I just make some tea and watch something light before bed. Key phrases: what do you do to unwind? It's become part of my routine, and wind down. Perfect for describing your evenings. Let's lock all of today's sentences in. Repeat after me. I wake up at 7 o'clock. I usually drink coffee and go to work. After work, I relax and watch TV. I usually wake up around 7. I have a quick breakfast. I head to work by 8:30. I take a short coffee break around 10. By the time I get home, I'm usually tired. I try to cook something simple. I'll read for a while before bed. Weekends are much more relaxed. How was your morning? I overslept a bit. I had to skip breakfast. I got coffee on the way. What do your weekends usually look like? I sleep in and run errands. I meet friends in the evening. How long is your commute? It's not too bad most days. I listen to music to pass the time. What do you do to unwind? I take a hot shower and read for a bit. It's become part of my routine. How do you usually wind down? I make some tea before bed. That makes such a difference. Mornings are pretty busy for me. Excellent work. Every one of those is ready to use the next time someone asks about your day. 7 new words today, all connected to daily routine. Word 1, routine. It means the regular things you do each day. For example, my morning routine never really changes. Fizu, your turn.
I've built a new routine since I started this job.
Great example. Word 2, commute. It means the trip you make regularly between home and work. For example, my commute takes about 20 minutes. Fizu.
My commute is pretty relaxing because I listen to music.
Perfect use. Word 3, unwind. It means to relax after a stressful or busy period. For example, I like to unwind with a book in the evening. Your turn, Fizu.
I usually unwind by taking a walk after dinner.
Nicely done. Word 4, errands. It means small tasks or jobs you do outside the house, like shopping or the post office. For example, I ran a few errands this morning. Fizu.
I have some errands to finish before the weekend.
Excellent. Word 5, oversleep. It means to sleep longer than planned, usually by accident. For example, I overslept and missed my bus. Your turn.
I overslept today because I forgot to set my alarm.
Great example. Word 6, sleep in. It means to sleep later than usual, usually on purpose, like on a weekend. For example, I love sleeping in on Sundays. Fizu.
I always sleep in on my day off.
Perfect. Word 7, predictable. It means happening in a way you expect, without surprises. For example, I actually like having a predictable schedule. Your turn, Fizu.
My weekdays are pretty predictable, but I don't mind it.
A perfect way to close out today's vocabulary. Quiz time, Fizu. 5 questions.
Ready?
Question 1. Do we say I wake up on 7 o'clock or I wake up at 7 o'clock?
At 7 o'clock, because we use at with clock times.
Perfect. Question 2. For routines and habits, do we use the simple present or the present continuous?
The simple present, like I relax and watch TV.
Excellent. Question 3. What's the word for the trip you make regularly between home and work?
Commute.
Exactly right. Question 4. What verb means to relax after a busy or stressful period?
Unwind.
Perfect. Question 5. What's the difference between oversleep and sleep in?
Oversleeping is usually an accident, but sleeping in is on purpose, like on a day off.
5 out of 5 beautifully explained, Fizu. That's real understanding, not just memorization. 5 tips to help all of this stick. Tip 1. Use sequencing words like first, then, and after that to connect your routine into a flowing story instead of a list. Fizu, do you usually connect your sentences like that?
Honestly, no. I usually just say each thing separately, like a list.
Adding just 2 or 3 of those connector words instantly makes your routine sound like a story, not a checklist. Tip 2. Add one small feeling or opinion to each part of your day. It makes the description more personal. Fizu, do you usually add feelings when you describe your day?
Not really. I mostly just state facts.
Try adding small phrases like which I love or which is a bit stressful. It turns a plain fact into a real story. Tip 3. Don't worry about making your routine sound impressive. Authenticity is more engaging than exaggeration. Fizu, do you ever feel pressure to make your day sound more interesting than it is?
Yes, actually, especially when I compare it to other people's routines online.
Real, honest routines are always more relatable than exaggerated ones. Trust the ordinary details. Tip 4. Practice describing your own day out loud once a day, even briefly. It's one of the most useful speaking exercises there is. Fizu, do you do that currently?
No, I've never actually tried that.
Real, honest routines are always more relatable than exaggerated ones. Trust the ordinary details. Tip 4. Practice describing your own day out loud once a day, even briefly. It's one of the most useful speaking exercises there is. Fizu, do you do that currently?
Definitely, especially on weekdays.
That's completely normal, and it's still worth describing well. The goal isn't excitement, it's clear, natural communication. Let's recap today. 1. We practiced questions and answers about wake-up time, mornings, and after-work routines. 2. We had a full natural conversation walking through an entire day. 3. We role-played 4 real situations, talking about your morning, your weekend, your commute, and how you unwind. 4. We repeated almost 30 key sentences out loud. 5. We learned 7 new vocabulary words about daily routine. 6. We aced a 5-question quiz. And 7. We picked up 5 speaking tips for describing your day naturally. Fizu, how do you feel now compared to the start of today?
So much more confident, honestly. At the start, I thought my routine was too boring to talk about. Now I actually see how to make it sound like a real story, not just a list.
That's exactly the shift I love to see. And to everyone listening, your day, however ordinary it feels, is worth describing well. The details you think are boring are often the most human and relatable part of the story. Remember, fluency isn't about having exciting things to say. It's about saying ordinary things clearly and naturally with your own voice. Before we go, 1. Subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's episode. 2. Rewatch this one today. 3. Practice describing your own day out loud using today's connector words. 4. Share this with someone learning English. And 5. Believe in yourself because today you turned your everyday life into confident English. Tomorrow, we're moving into something everyone loves talking about, food and eating out. Get ready for that one. Until then, keep speaking, keep believing, keep shining.
See you tomorrow, everyone.